Have you ever wondered what the hardest badge on Roblox is? Well, you can't answer this from an objective standpoint, as many factors determine how you obtain it. Roblox has many difficult badges among the millions of experiences that exist on the platform. Whether it's because of the required skill, such as Tower of Cruel Punishment and Juke's Towers of Hell, the determination to acquire the uber secret Chomik and find the Chomiks, or the teamwork needed to acquire the Teamwork Badge in Super Golf. If you've been on Roblox for a while, then I'm sure you've heard of at least one of these badges before. Badges only a few players have the willpower to achieve. I'm going to show you a badge that has all the elements I just told you. It requires skill, determination, patience, luck, and outstanding teamwork. And I'll be honest, this badge is not harder than Tower of Cruel Punishment. Yet the history of obtaining this badge poses one of the most difficult challenges I've ever seen on Roblox. However, in order to grasp an understanding of how difficult the badge is, we have to travel all the way back to December of 2022, where it first began. Frickin' Big House has been a game on Roblox for a long time. Created by the Taco Masters, though I'll refer to the creator as Thomas for this video, the game shows resemblance to the popular title Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, whose premise is simply going through rooms, avoiding monsters with the end goal of reaching room 1000. In this game, there are two modes, Story and Endless. In Story mode, you walk through 1000 rooms, dodging one monster at a time, with checkpoints at each 100 room milestone. However, the badges in question lie in Endless mode. Instead of reaching the endpoint of room 1000, you can go as far as you want. There are no checkpoints in Endless, however, and instead of one monster at a time, more and more will spawn depending how far you go. Also, Endless is divided into a normal difficulty and a hard difficulty. If you get to room 2000 on Endless mode in either of these difficulties, you are awarded a badge. Both these badges were made in December of 2022, the same month me and my friends would attempt this. We noticed that nobody obtained these two badges whatsoever. For this reason, we started with normal Endless 2000, just for fun. Now, we assumed the zero owner thing was mainly because of the little player base the game has. However, after spending hours upon hours, we realized this wasn't the case, as we didn't even come close to reaching room 2000 on normal mode. In fact, we just found one of the hardest challenges on Roblox yet. Now, 15 monsters in the game, it's pretty vital I go over them, so I'll do it as quickly as possible. I'll include icons in the top left which will reappear as monsters show up to help you remember what they do, but I recommend pausing the video if you need to read the text. All Zombie does is follow you, just run away. Man Behind the Slaughter, or Purple Guy, will just follow you but speeds up and hits harder. When Killer is active, everyone's walk speed increases, but you need to collect cakes around the tiles to keep your stamina up. Cakes will be the only way to replenish stamina during Killer's presence, replacing the traditional way of gaining stamina over time. Wisp goes through walls. Crypto makes your screen blue and makes it difficult to see. Look at statue and it keeps him still. Vampire causes bleeding over time, and he also makes your stamina drain faster. So Parasite is very interesting because he will always outrun you and deal heavy damage unless everyone is walking next to him. If everyone is next to him, he will be slow, so you can walk through the rooms. But you can see how this is a problem with like any other monster because you can't afford to be slow. Demon inverts your camera. You can literally just flip your mouse. Golem will spawn walls and requires you to use a pickaxe tool to break the wall and progress. Using the pickaxe requires half your stamina though, and being caught on the wall will insta-kill you. So if no one has stamina to break the wall, you need to wait, which can be pretty bad. Okay, so thankfully this killer got nerfed a lot by making it client side. I won't really go into much detail about that, but all you have to do is not really look at her. It's like the opposite of statue. But you kind of want to look at her at the beginning to get her away from a door. Splitter will spawn light beams around the map and you have to dodge them. Pinging is unique for being a group of enemies that do different things, so I'll briefly go over this, but you can pause and see what each one does. The important guy here is the one that shoots you when you're too far away, preventing health regeneration. Breaker will occasionally make your screen go green, and the only thing you can see are the doors, so you need to have extreme memorization of the tiles to navigate the rooms. Lastly, this killer got nerfed, but Focus will dash at you through the walls. You must avoid his contact damage doing so. He's just a really annoying health regeneration killer. With up to 15 monsters in the roster, you need to know how to counter every single one. Not only that, but after room 1000, you will face 2 at the same time, and 3 after 1500. Some combinations are completely impossible alone, and so taking protection hits sometimes is absolutely necessary. In order to progress to the next room, everyone alive must be at the same door. If someone goes left, while someone goes right, then you're just going to get each other killed. For this reason, we've made a simple rule. Always go left. A run from 0 to 2000 can take up to 2 hours. If at any time your squad died, you would be back at room 0. There were no checkpoints. I will die on this hill saying that this is not possible solo. And of course, we need some randomization, to which I divide it into 4 subcategories. Busted doors prevent the player from going through that door. They're usually easy to spot due to the text telling you when a door is busted, and they're also easy to avoid because other doors are adjacent to it. Fake doors, however, are dangerous, as the entire door will not spawn, which theoretically would make it easier to spot over a busted door, right? Wrong. Well, due to how they spawn, these happen on tiles that you can have to almost commit to said door. For instance, here I take a left turn expecting to go through the door per our always go left rule, but the door doesn't spawn, requiring me to backtrack, and it actually gets me killed here. Break rooms despawn all active monsters. They can spawn multiple times in your run, or not at all. These rooms can be good for the most part, but let's say you are in a rare situation where you actually have a combination you want to keep, because if they despawn, then you're going to get a new set of monsters that may be worse. And some of this just comes down to poor design. Let's take Breaker and Crypto for example. I shouldn't even have to explain what the issue is here, and you could make the case it comes down to map knowledge. But let's say we got Splitter on top of that as the third monster. You can't see the beams anywhere. Another poor design choice is how Wisp works. Many tiles in the game will just allow Wisp to catch up to you and deal a guaranteed hit. Now, it's not really guaranteed if you take your time and wait for Wisp to catch up to you so you can make these turns without getting hit. But you should know by now you can't afford to slow down, which is why I call them guaranteed hits. This one is absolutely crazy. So Killer prevents your stamina regen, yet Golem requires stamina to break walls. So let's say you are in a scenario where you just got to a door, but you lost all your stamina getting to that door. And then Golem blocks it with a wall, and you can't destroy it because you can't get your stamina back. Alright, I think I've said enough. It's time you finally see for yourself how bad this was. You have no idea how boring this process got. I can't do anything in the long hallways. For 2,000 rooms, getting an absurd combo was certain. And if at any point your entire team died, it was game over. What is this? There were no checkpoints, over an hour wasted each time. Half stamina killer, or if you kill that requires half stamina. That we just got screwed over. Even having complete map knowledge may not have been enough to save me. You could tell we got used to this game over screen. There were so many possible combinations in this game that made this nearly impossible to do and not worth our time. And to spend an hour just walking through rooms just for an attempt to do this made us lose our minds. And it was at that point that we have finally decided to give up. In December of 2023, exactly 1 year from when we did our previous attempts at normal Endless 2000, Thomas added a permanent checkpoint at room 1000. Not only that, but he added a game pass that saves your progress every 250 rooms. So this means as long as we progress 250 rooms at a time, we could probably beat it. Because sure, maybe 1,000 rooms, you're gonna get a really bad combination. But for only 250 rooms at a time, this felt way more doable and way less time consuming. And from our experience, without the checkpoints, we felt pretty prepared to do this. And the proof was there, for not even a few days of retrying this. I can't see. We beat it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Nice.
Nice.
We finally obtained normal Endless 2000, which we only did, by the way, to prepare ourselves for hard Endless 2000, which is what the rest of the video will focus on. At the time, nobody could even get to room 1000 on hard mode, and this is because each monster gets significantly buffed. But now with checkpoints included, we had to ready ourselves to face multiple monsters in their hard variation at the same time. I'll go through the monsters once again very quickly, and you'll see why nobody could even reach room 1000. Once again, I encourage you to pause to read because I'll be going through this very quickly. Zombie deals constant damage, preventing health regeneration his entire stay. Purple guy will now pretty much two-shot you, and he has a mask where if you turn your camera, you get hit. Not to mention it blocks a lot of vision. Cakes spawn way less, and distorts your FOV. All the rooms are now dark. Statue now moves even when you're looking at him, just at a bit of a slower rate when you are. After every blue screen iteration, he will randomly flick your camera. Not only that, but the ground is now ice, so the monsters will catch up to you. Oh, this guy's a joke. Parasite's invisible now, but it doesn't really change anything. Let's just say the mouse flipping method no longer works. A golem can now rush at you for some reason, which almost kills you, by the way. No more indicator for when you're looking at Banshee's direction. Beams deal a lot more damage, and for some reason makes an earthquake on your camera. Paint Gang spawns an additional monster. I am serious. Breaker now produces fake doors to confuse you. And Focus will now prevent your health regeneration because of his after image. I'm on the smallest of health and I'm dead. Just amazing. Oh, this is so fun. He's hitting only me! I can't believe—
What just happened? I damage every second.
Where am I? Why? No shot, dude. There is no shot. There's no shot. We're dead. It doesn't matter if we don't get hit for the rest of the sequence. Unless we get a break door. Loop-de-loop. S. Did I go back? Dude!
Oh my god, I can't see.
It's a U-turn! Where the heck? Dude!
Oh my god!
I know.
Everything just does more damage. I'm getting hit as soon as we go through the doors.
Baseball? What? How's that fair?
How? I shouldn't be taking hits!
I just realized how bad it was. It looked bad. I was trying to plug up the other one.
That's why we have... Oh, and everyone's dead. Oh, okay.
GG's.
I'm eating lasers for breakfast!
I can't see the laser in the middle.
I just instantly died to William freaking Afton.
I can hear them like
Back wrong
spawning.
door.
in
It
the
don't matter
walls.
if it's the wrong door. I'm the last one left. Oh my god, but no! I'm entering the tile! I'm entering the tile! With green screen, with no doors on my screen, because that is the balanced and
Oh my god. Actually, screw off, dude. I can't believe Thomas gave Crypto so many powers. It's like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Free hit. Wow. Free hit. Wow. If I get another one of those U-turns, oh my god. Oh my god.
GG, good game.
Long haul guaranteed gun. Yep, I got shot. Long haul guaranteed gun. I got shot. I got shot. Long haul guaranteed gun. I got shot! No! Oh my god!
shot 5 times in a row.
Victor! Really? Even with the checkpoint spawning at 1,000 every run, we could not progress 250 rooms anymore. And just to think of the idea that another monster will be present after 1,500, this was impossible. Getting shot.
Oh.
No! Oh my god! Get to the door! Yep.
Have the audacity to tell us when you want it! You won't!
What is that?
Piece of shit! You are garbage!
Let's do a quick recap. When Thomas created 2 badges for reaching room 2000 in endless mode, I don't think he intended the difficulty to be as high as it was. We gave up in 2022 after exhaustion because of having to restart at room 0, which took roughly an hour to get back to 1000 every time. 0 people obtained either badge. In 2023, when Thomas finally added checkpoints, we became the first group to obtain normal 2000, but we noticed that hard endless 2000 still didn't seem possible. For a game where all you really need to do is hold W, it is shocking how many factors make this badge as hard as it was. 0 people were yet to obtain hard 2000. Can we get a break?
Too bad.
Oh my god. Dude.
So you can. Oh, no.
Demon was on us for 77 rounds!
right off the door, but that's so cheap.
Thomas, I know you're watching this, and I know you're stubborn to not nerf your monsters. So how about you rename hard mode to impossible mode?
Oh man. You know, that room 2000 badge on hard mode, let's think about it. Is that a flex? Or is that a
No.
disappointment? Is it a good thing that you have that badge in the case you get it?
No.
This stream is over. I have no idea if I'm returning to Big House tomorrow.
Now, I could be completely wrong here, but I think what separates this badge a lot from a lot of other badges is, when a badge takes hours upon hours to obtain, you at least get the feeling that you're making progress. For instance, if the badge is like reach level 1000 in a said game, then at least you get closer and closer the more you play that respective game. And in obby games such as Jato, the more you practice the tower you're on, the closer and closer you get to the end. Unless you're a certified, remorseless loop failure like me, who can't read soul crushing, not my point. My point is, whether you obtain the badge or not, a lot of the time, at least you make progress. And the difference for this badge was, you really weren't. Thomas gave us checkpoints, but even then, we could not progress 250 rooms past 1000. Purple Guy essentially one-shotted you. Killer was impossible to outrun with less cakes, and the cakes that did spawn were likely taken by someone else, because that was a thing for some reason. Crypto was the prime example of not being playtested. Splitter was a buggy mess, dealing damage to you as you went through the doors. Focus would always either hit someone, or prevent your health regen from his after image. Parasite would always kill the last person remaining if no one was there to take protection hits. And if you somehow did not get one of those enemies I just listed in your combination, then Pain Gang was there to make sure one did. We realized the only way we were going to obtain Hard Endless 2000 was if Thomas nerfed some of these monsters. But considering how long it took for Thomas to give checkpoints, we assumed the worst. We gave up. Oh, never mind, he nerfed it on the same day. Yeah, apparently Thomas was in the live stream on the day I was streaming the game, and then that's what motivated him to nerf the monsters, giving us a shot at obtaining this badge once and for all.
Yes.
Any hits?
No.
I'm at full health, I can do
left,
that.
left, left.
Left.
It's a 9.
Okay. I'm one hit.
Taking.
U-turn.
Big door.
No, the big door!
Oh, shit.
No!
No regen, no regen, no regen. Big door, big door, big door. Up to this point, we spent 50 hours in this game trying to obtain this one badge, and we weren't gonna let that go to waste.
Lock in.
3, 2,
Oh my god, this actually happened.
1.
1.
Gee!
Let's go! Let's go! 1250. A small milestone, a lot more to go. But it's definitely not a coincidence we finally made progress on the same day Thomas nerfed some of the monsters. And now that progress was finally made, our hope was restored in verifying this badge. Anyways, at this point you know how the game works by now, so let's just speed things up. Crypto! First try!
Oh no, Pain Gang!
Literally just first tried that. I am not oh my god, that could be fake! Oh my god. I can't see the door.
Ah,
Come on.
please!
I died!
Stop!
You know, I have a confession to make. The monsters may have been like 10 times easier now, but on top of that, I think the reason why we made so much progress that day was because of the luck we got on the break rooms. We got lucky.
Oh
my
Like,
god.
Oh, break room.
And I mean seriously lucky.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh my god!
God could not have been nicer to give me that after I saw that blue screen.
Oh shoot, no cake on this, guys.
Please, please, please!
Straight,
Straight. Box right, box right.
box,
Straight.
straight.
One hole.
Holy
come on.
hell.
You're right.
You
You turn.
turn.
Ramp.
Ramp.
You left. Left.
Left.
Luke. S.
SS.
Please.
Luke.
Loop.
Yes! It's done! And would you look at that? The day after the well-deserved nerfs happened to the monsters, we got this badge almost immediately. However, there's something that's been on my mind that I need to discuss here. As I mentioned before, the farther you would go through the rooms, the harder it would become. With 2 monsters spawning at 1000, 3 at 1500, and 4 if one of them was Pain Gang. But during our hard mode runs, none of this ever happened. It turns out Thomas removed the 3rd monster spawning after 1500, implying you would only face 3 if Pain Gang was involved. Now you might be asking, these are good changes, so why am I talking about this? Well, no checkpoints in Endless Mode existed for an entire year, and 4 monsters at a time for hard mode existed for nearly 2 years. And let it be known, these changes only happened because Thomas was in my livestream that day. What I'm trying to say is, this badge could and would have been unobtainable for years, and possibly forever. And don't get me wrong, this badge is still super difficult. When we obtained Hard 2000 in December of 2023, we were the only group to obtain this badge. Checking on it a year later, only 2 other people have obtained it. As for the Legacy version, without checkpoints and with up to 4 monsters, it is evident Thomas did not test this. To be frank, I don't think he intended anyone to get this badge. Forget about the hard Endless 2000 badge. If Thomas never implemented those changes, let alone the checkpoints, I don't think anyone would even obtain normal Endless 2000. Both badges would be impossible. Before the checkpoints were added previously, we had never gotten past 1500, and that was only normal mode. Had this badge never been changed, I would argue it would be one of the hardest badges to obtain on Roblox if it is not already.